Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course. Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks. I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. It's cold outside, so I got something warm to eat. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Happens to be my Enoch shirt. Yeah, I love this shirt. It's very cool. What the hell is Enox, though? Enox are a heavy metal band out of New Jersey who I'm a big fan of. I became aware of their stuff in, I believe it was 2023, I want to say. I got hit up with a Facebook ad at one point, and I'm probably one of the only people who, at least when it comes to the music stuff, I'll typically actually go and try and listen to it. And I ended up really liking their stuff. I was just super down for it. And I ended up picking up the CD not too long after that. Yes, some of us still buy CDs. I refuse to get into vinyl. No fucking thank you. I already got CDs. I'm sticking with CDs. But then I was even more fortunate. I got to go over there and see them perform live not too long after that. They're an incredibly cool band and very nice guys. It was a fantastic show. I actually have some videos of their performance that I attended. Those videos are on my channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're incredible. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Warm food, eh? Sure. Here's the fun part of this. I'm just going to grab one of these boxes, because I have two, and we're going to find out together, because it's Boom from Little Caesars, and it specifically is their, okay, it's their Boom 4 cheese Crazy Puffs. So I reviewed their Crazy Puffs before. I did their cheese, and I did their pepperoni. I guess they decided that 1 cheese wasn't enough, though, and so they came out with a 4 cheese version. It's new, I guess. Sure. So let's get a thing for a thing. One thing I will say about the Crazy Puffs that I love, they're like about $1 a puff. Like $4 online. Let's get a thing for a thing here. It looks like that. We'll kind of go, ha 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 ha. Yeah, let's give it a go. I love a 4 cheese pizza, so. Still remember being a kid, and my dad went over there and popped one in, like a frozen pizza. Popped one in. I was like, 4 cheeses? What alchemy is this? Really good. Yeah, it definitely has that 4 cheese vibe. Nice and cheesy, as one would expect. And a nice thing when you got the multiple cheeses. Mind you, you can't go too far with it. But I think 4 cheeses is pretty much just about perfect. Because obviously they all have cheesiness, in similarity. But it's the different things and the different things you can do with the cheesiness that goes over there and, gives them a little added complexity, a little variety to the flavor. So you get a little tanginess. This one's a little bit creamier, what have you. This definitely has that. Now, could I go over there and name what 4 cheese? No, I can't fucking name what 4 cheese. I'm not that guy. There are some people out there who they can do that stuff, and they're cheese experts or whatever experts. I'm not an expert on anything. I have been described by my friends, like people I have known almost my whole life, as being a flat-out jack of all trades. So, but I do know it tastes good. And this tastes good. And even though they are a little bit bready, you don't feel like they're bready. Because you are getting a good amount of cheese, and it's doing the bulk of the flavor. And it's actually really tasty. It's a nice mix of sort of somewhat sharp cheeses, but then also very sort of creamy and rich cheeses. Yeah, it's really good. Honestly, I think Little Caesars would probably benefit. I don't know, maybe they do. I've never checked. From having an actual 4-cheese pizza. Or maybe going over there and including some extra cheeses in their cheese blend for their pizzas. Because that cheese blend is honestly better than the pizza cheese blend that you get from them. No, that's really nice. That hits the way I want it to hit. I mean, they're greasy as shit, but Little Caesars, you know. And the fact that, again, you can go over there and get 4 of these for $4, and, like, there's a lot to them, you know? Like, they're not little things, they're dense. So, I mean, not only are you getting it for relatively cheap, but, like, you know, if you're not a rotund individual like myself, you could probably go over there and just wolf down these 4 and call that a meal, honestly. So, they're tasty, they're filling, and I don't remember exactly what I had to say about the normal cheese version. I thought about maybe getting some of those too and doing a compare and compare. That was like, come on now. But I do think that from what my memory was, I personally enjoy these more. Just because, again, I like that 4-cheese vibe. I like the little added complexity, you know, the sort of roller coaster that it takes you on. Again, you know, you get, this one's a little bit more rich. This one, you know, get a little sharpness here, and then just all very cheesy and nice. Yeah, I think these are nice, and I think that going over there and switching to the 4-cheese blend, I think that was a really smart and easy way for them to go over there and take something that, you know, they already had that worked, spruce it up a little bit, and make it a better product. So, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get these again? Would I recommend them? Yes and yes. Like, you know, it's easy to shit on Little Caesars because, I mean, look, they're cheap pizza. They're not great pizza. Arguably, even by fast food pizza standards, they're maybe a little bit lower on the rung than Pizza Hut or Domino's, although it depends on your personal Pizza Hut and Domino's. But the fact of the matter is, like, they do have some nice stuff. Like, they're not bad, you know, they're not like a terrible organization or anything. And again, I mean, when it comes to the price point and everything, they kick the shit out of Domino's and Pizza Hut. I mean, you know, they're fast food pizza and they're not even fucking cheap anymore. Fucking aside from one of those is probably going to be, you know, $10 or more. I mean, I'm just throwing shit out there, numbers, but for something like this, like I said, man, you could just get these and be happy. They're nice, they're tasty, and again, I think they're an improvement over the original cheese. So I think for me, yeah, I would go over there and potentially get these again, even over some of the meat options, you know, the pepperoni or the new bacon one, which may or may not be reviewed after this. I'm just saying. And if I'm recommending it, I mean, if you've never had the puffs before, all the puffs I've had are good. And again, I think they're a really cool little thing. There's something I really hope that Little Caesars continues to hang their hat on, because they're nice, and especially if they can keep it at a relatively low price point, they're great. They're like a genuinely nice addition to give you a little variety to, you know, a relatively cheap pizza to work with. You can go over there and get yourself like a big meaty pizza and maybe just get, you know, some cheesy ones for the folks who aren't as into the meaty stuff. And if you've had the other ones but maybe haven't had the 4-cheese, yeah, if you've ever had a 4-cheese pizza, it definitely hits on those similar notes that you hopefully enjoy. And yeah, again, I just think really smart way to go over there and improve on that product. So, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly 4-cheese-tastic rest of your life. Maybe even 5 cheeses if you're feeling frisky. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do. I want you to be a better person than I am. Make sure that you get lots of rest. I am running on no sleep at the moment. I have been awake for way too long, but I've just had things I needed to do, and eventually I got hungry, and I was like, screw it, let's do a review while I'm still semi-cognizant. Get your rest and stay hydrated. Don't do drugs. Or if you do drugs, be responsible with them, but probably don't do drugs. I'm just saying. I'm not your dad. Bye.